Vegan, because we have no right to kill the innocents.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
To the Supreme Bodhisattvas, who were pure and stainless, this King of Glorious Sutras, the Sublime Golden Light, which is extremely profound upon hearing and profound upon examination. Please continue watching to find out more.
Eki means hello in Tuvan. I am Dovi. The people of Tuva wish you and your loved ones to be always sublimed in Buddha's light. Buddha or Gautama Buddha, also known as Shakyamuni Buddha, was a great, extraordinary spiritual master from ancient India. Born as Prince Siddhārtha Gautama in the 5th century BC, he would have naturally inherited a vast wealth of a kingdom. However, the prince left the palace life in search of spiritual knowledge. After years of contemplative seeking, the Buddha attained great enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. He then shared the merits of his practice by providing a method for other sentient beings to be freed from the cycle of death and rebirth. The rich treasury of Buddha's spiritual doctrine on universal truths is studied and revered to this day for its deep wisdom and compassion. The Sutra of Golden Light, or Suvarṇaprabhāsa Sūtra, is also known as the Sovereign King of Sutras, the Sublime Golden Light. It is a Buddhist text of Mahayana Buddhism. The original sutra is in Sanskrit and was written in India. It was translated into Chinese by Dharmaksema and several others, and then later into Tibetan and other languages as well. In many Mahayana sutras, the great vehicle teachings, the key theme is on benefiting others. The three principal paths, namely renunciation, bodhicitta, loving-kindness, and shunyata, wisdom of emptiness, are explicitly expressed in the Sutra of Golden Light, the king of all sutras. The sutra name is derived from the chapter, The Confession of the Golden Drum. In that chapter, Bodhisattva Rishyaraketu dreamt of a great drum radiating sublime golden light that symbolizes the Dharma or teachings of Gautama Buddha, the world-honored one. This king of all sutras contains practice of confession and rejoicing, profound teachings on Pratityasamutada, dependent origination or dependent arising, reliable protection assurance, guidance on good and wise governance, and the ever-inspiring stories of Buddha, who liberated countless beings from suffering by his sheer compassion and courage, even though he had yet to eliminate delusions completely. Daily happiness to complete enlightenment can be obtained from this glorious sutra. To bring about peace and to stop all worrying, the recitation of the Sutra of Golden Light is capable of effecting this beneficial value. We will now share with you selections from the Sutra of Golden Light. Chapter 1. Preamble to the King of Glorious Sutras, the Sublime Golden Light. Homage to all past, future, and present Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Pratyeka Buddhas, and Shravakas. Thus, I have heard at one time that Tathagata entering Buddha's domain of experience, the profound sphere of reality, at Valcha Peak, expounded to the Supreme Bodhisattvas who were pure and stainless, this King of Glorious Sutras, the Sublime Golden Light, which is extremely profound upon hearing and profound upon examination, the Buddhas in the four directions confer their blessings. Blessings from Akshobhya in the east, Ratnaketu in the south, Amitabha in the west, and Dondopsvara in the north. In order to extinguish all unwholesome deeds, I will proclaim this auspicious sublime discourse that exhausts all negative karma, grants all peace and happiness, completely eliminates suffering, which is adorned with all that is glorious and is the foundation of omniscience. Granting blessings, this I shall explain. Sentient beings whose senses are defective, whose life expectancy has ended or is fading, whom the gods have turned against, who are burdened by misfortune, hated by their loved ones, or oppressed as household servants, in conflict with one another, afflicted with decline in material wealth, grief-stricken and miserable, ridden with fear and stricken by poverty, troubled by stars, planetary bodies, and fierce demonic spirits, or who see excruciating nightmares, following grief and fatigue, they should bathe well to render themselves clean and listen to this sublime sutra. Should those with virtuous intent and pure mind adorn themselves well in clean garments, then listen to this sutra on the profound, the domain of Buddha's experience. Through the awe-inspiring power of this sutra, the suffering of all creatures, the likes of which cannot be endured, will be forever pacified. Protection will be offered to them by the guardians of the world, their ministers and army chiefs, tens of thousands or millions of yakshas, the great goddess Saraswati, and the goddess who dwells in the Niranjana by Hariti, mother of Bhutas, the earth goddess Dhyarta by the Brahma kings and kings of the 33, the powerful kings of serpents, kings of Kinnaras, and kings of Asuras, likewise by the kings of Garudas. They with their clans and might will arrive, along with their mounts, and unfailingly day and night offer protection to beings. I will clearly expound this sutra on the profound, the domain of Buddha's experience, the secret of all Buddhas, difficult to find in tens of millions of eons. Those who hear this sutra, those who cause others to hear it, those who rejoice upon hearing and make offerings to it, for tens of millions of eons, shall be venerated by gods and nagas, humans and kinnaras, asuras and yakshas. For beings without merit, the store of their merit will grow into a limitless, incalculable, inconceivable mass. Fiercely they will be protected by Buddhas in the 10 directions, likewise also by bodhisattvas engaged in the profound, clad in clean garments, wearing well-perfumed clothes, possessing a mind firm with love, without distraction. One should honor this sutra, render the mind spotless, put forth effort to make it expansive and intensely clear. Then listen to this sublime sutra. Those who listen to this sutra will be acclaimed among humans, attain an excellent human existence, and live a life of comfort. Those into whose ears this sublime discourse is echoed will have merit roots refined, and numerous Buddhas will extol them. Chapter 5. The Source of Lotuses. Then the Tathagata said this to the noble goddess Bodhisattva Samuccaya. O noble goddess, at that time, at that moment, a king called Suvarṇaprabhāsa with this eulogy of all the Tathagatas called the source of lotuses, praised past, future, and present Buddhas, conquerors that appeared in the past, those who dwell now in the 10 directions worlds. To those conquerors I prostrate, of these conquerors I sing praise. The vanquishing sages are calm, utterly calm and pristine. Their bodies shine with the color of gold. Their voices are the sweetest of all melodies, for they roar the melody of Brahma. Their hair is bee, peacock, and lotus blue, curly and jet blue as the blue jay. Like snow and conch, their teeth are ever beautiful, intensely white, gleaming like gold. Their eyes, long and flawless blue, resemble lotuses in full bloom. Their tongues, fine and broad, lotus-colored and shining, resemble a lotus thread. Their treasure hair, like the lotus and conch, of lapis color, swirls to the right. The eyes of Buddhas are slender as the waning moon. The navel of their bodies shines like a bee. Their noses, high on their lofty faces, are soft and fine, their color akin to divine gold. Always and incessantly, the taste senses of conquerors are smooth, sublime, and outstandingly supreme. A single hair emerges from their every pore and curls to the right. Their plaited hair, deep blue, lustrous, and glistening, is blue as the peacock's beautiful neck. As soon as they are born, their bodies illuminate the triple realms and all 10 directions worlds. Limitless suffering is dispelled by this light, and sentient beings are sustained with all happiness. In the realms of hell beings, animals, hungry ghosts, humans, and gods, all beings are endowed with peace and happiness. Migrating beings of the lower realms are calmed. Of fine complexion, their bodies glow with light the color of refined gold. Like a pure, spotless moon, the faces of Sugatas, smiling, are most beautiful and pristine. Their bodies and limbs are tender as a newborn child. Their excellent, heroic gait is that of a lion. Their long hands and very long arms are as branches of the sala tree swung by the wind. Their full arm span, blazing light, issues rays like 1,000 suns, intensely bright. Flawless are the supreme forms of vanquishing sages who brightly illuminate limitless worlds. The brilliance of Buddhas pales and eclipses the light of numerous suns and full moons in limitless hundreds of thousands of worlds. The sun of the Buddhas is the light of the world. Hundreds of thousands of Buddha suns, the light of Tathagatas, are beheld by beings in countless hundreds of thousands of worlds. Their forms, possessed of 100,000 merits, are fully adorned with every virtue. The arms of conquerors resemble the regal elephant's trunk. The light of their hands and feet is striking and bright, equaling the dust particles on the surface of the earth. Are past Buddhas numerous as grains of fine sand. Buddhas to come are just equal to that in number. Equal to are those abiding now. With speech, mind, and body pure, I offer flowers, incense, and abundant praise. My mind overflowing with virtue, I prostrate to these conquerors. The qualities of conquerors are only virtue, of the highest essence and ranging wide. Had I 100 tongues and thousands of eons, I could not express the qualities of Buddhas. Since even with 1,000 tongues, conquerors' virtues are beyond all words, how with merely 100 tongues could all the qualities of conquerors be told? Should all the worlds, including realms of gods, become an ocean of water approaching samsara's peak, these waters may be gauged in hair-tip drops, yet not one virtue of Sugatas can be so measured. Through Bodhi, speech, and the lucid mind, I have sung this eulogy to all conquerors. Through the finest fruit of merit I have gathered thus. May sentient beings touch supreme enlightenment. Having praised the Buddhas in this way, the king made the following wish. In limitless eons in the future too, wherever I am reborn, may I see such a drum as in the dream, and from it hear such confession. In every birth may I find a eulogy to conquerors equal to source of lotuses. Buddha qualities, limitless and peerless, hard to find in thousands of eons. I will hear these virtues in the dream. Upon waking, I shall expound them. I shall liberate all beings from the ocean of suffering. I shall complete the 6 perfections. When in this way I achieve peerless enlightenment, may my Buddha field not be loose and infirm. As an effect of the fruition of offering the drum and singing praise to all Buddhas, I shall directly behold the Lord Shakyamuni. Then with my sons Kanaka Pujandra and Kanaka Prabha, may I receive the supreme prophecy. Along with my 2 children, may the prediction of enlightenment be attained. For those beings who lack abode or support, and are wretched and bereft of refuge, may I in future times become their refuge, protector, and guardian, so that I may end their suffering and its source, and become a wellspring of all virtue. In the future, I shall accomplish enlightening deeds for eons as many as those gone past. Through this confession of sublime golden light, may the ocean of my misdeeds dry up. May the ocean of my karma be depleted. May the ocean of my delusions be exhausted. May the ocean of my merit be complete. May the ocean of my wisdom be perfectly pure and become an ocean of every virtue. May enlightenment's precious qualities be complete through the power of the confession of sublime golden light. May the force of my merit brightly shine. May the light of my enlightenment be pristine. Through the sublime light of stainless wisdom, may the light of my form glisten, and cause the light of merit to gleam. Always endowed with virtuous power, may I be renowned in all 3 realms, so I may free beings from an ocean of suffering and offer peace and happiness vast as the sea. For eons in future times, I shall always engage in enlightening deeds. However many Buddhas exist in 3 realms, just as their worlds are impeccably distinguished through the virtue of conquerors and limitless merit, may my Buddha field be likewise so. Blessed viewers, it's been a pleasure to have your company for today's selections from the Sutra of Golden Light, Chapters 1 and 5, Part 2 of 2, on Words of Wisdom. Coming up next is Corner Golf, Picture Perfect Creation Jewel, right after noteworthy news. May Buddha's infinite light and sound accompany you always.
Vegan, 'cause we can't live lovelessly.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.